All right, y'all. It's yours truly, Crisco Fontaine, aka Coach Crisco. We're gonna take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers today. Now, Cleveland is on a great start to the season. They just dropped their first loss a couple days ago. Boston beat them. I think they're 16-1 now. Nobody. I don't think anybody outside the state of Ohio thought that Cleveland would have the start that they've had. This was the second best start in NBA history, I think. This was their latest game against the Pelicans. I just want to see how they play because I've only seen one game of theirs this season thus far, and that was the Boston game that they lost. So I just want to see how they play, and I don't know. See if this team is good enough to withstand the test of the entire season moving forward, not just a good start to the season, that they can continue this good start to the season and I don't know, actually be legit contenders. I mean, the Eastern Conference is in shambles right now. So let's take a look at this highlight and I'll do what I do. All right, so they playing the Pelicans. Pelicans are hurt. I don't even think look, I don't know who they got at the point. Maybe this Alvarado. Can't see him. He's not in the shot. I don't know who any of these guys are that's starting for the Pelicans. Nobody's playing. So take this with a grain of salt. I mean, they playing. I could probably play for the Pelicans right now. So let's check out this highlight and see just how good and how well rounded. Well, okay, well, never mind then, because Garland is not playing. So if you can be solid and win games where your second, okay, so I guess Garland would be the second option, right? Not Mobley. Mobley, I like Mobley's game. I liked him in college. Ooh. I'm bugging. Hold up. I had to rewind it because I didn't catch that. That wasn't a travel, right? It was just a slow Euro. Yeah, no, I don't think it was a travel. Got to finish that though. It's a good move. That Ty Jerome, I liked him. Well, I mean, I saw him the first time in Golden State. I'm sure he played. I think he, bounced around a couple of teams prior to that, and I liked him in Golden State. He seemed to be getting some solid minutes. I look at box scores, even if I don't see the games, I see the box scores, and I see Donovan going off, Darius going off. They play good defense. They play good team defense. Jared Allen is underrated as a basketball player. I think he gets. Get that out of here. I think he gets the hype that he deserves from a defensive perspective, but he plays good team basketball. He knows how to set screens. Look at that. That's a good solid move right there. Good footwork. They have a really solid team up, like just from top to bottom. Now, one thing I guess that could be of some concern with them is their backcourt. So you have Donovan, who is what, 6'1", 6'2", maybe 6'3" at the most. You got Darius is about 6'1", 6'2", so they have a really small backcourt. That could be problematic because everybody got 3-and-D wings, 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", 2 guards, 3 guards. So 3-man. So if you got 2s and 3s that are 6'8", 6'9", and I know that they're skilled, they can get around them, but I mean, height is height. You got somebody like OG Anunoby. Ooh, give me that. Take all of that. Take every last bit of it. He got that old school game too. He got the old school look with the fro, nappy beard. I like it. But the small guards could be an issue for them and their durability. So I don't know why Garland missed this game. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Maybe it's just managing something. But the durability has been an issue for Cleveland. They've been solid since Donovan Mitchell got there. And since drafting Mobley, this core that they have. And Kenny Atkinson is an underrated coach. I like Kenny Atkinson. Yeah, people don't remember Kenny Atkinson was actually doing a pretty solid job as a coach with the Nets. When Kyrie was there. Kyrie was there first, right? No, I'm bugging. No. It's before they got Kyrie and them. When they had the snitch, what's his name? D'Lo. When D'Lo was there, They was solid. I think they made the playoffs. He had them playing really good basketball. So he's a solid coach. I think he was on a few of those Golden State Warrior teams and on their coaching staff. So he's just they have a coach that he has a good basketball mind. So I like Kenny Atkinson. But they've been solid ever since. Was that a travel? They've been solid ever since Donovan's gotten there. They've just had a problem with staying healthy. If they can stay healthy, if Garland and Mitchell can stay on the floor together, even though the backcourt is small, um, I think that'd be solid. Then you think about the status of the Eastern Conference right now. The Philadelphia 76ers, I picked them in my preseason picks. I picked them to finish the season number one. I felt like Paul George was the piece that they needed to put them over the top. It was all going to be dependent on health. And yes, they've been in shambles this season thus far, 14 games in. As far as being healthy and being able to maintain, being on the floor. I think the Paul George, Embiid and Maxey, they've only played one game together, I think, this season thus far. I think. And that was just the other night, and they lost. I think it was to Memphis. And they lost. But Paul George got hurt again. So, I don't know. Eastern Conference is wide open right now. So, I wouldn't be surprised if a team like Cleveland can keep this run that they're going, 15-1 right now, 16-1. They're 16-1 right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept this going and they finished, the top of the Eastern Conference, at least top 2, top 3. Wouldn't be surprised. New York is still trying to find their footing. Boston is going to be there. Milwaukee, I think they're starting to figure it out. They get Middleton back. I think they'll be okay if Giannis and Dame can maintain some type of. I don't really know what's going on there, but Cleveland. I mean, now whether or not they'll contend against a Western Conference opponent, I mean, see what they did to Golden State. I mean, they blew them out the water. And then the Western Conference is kind of upside down right now. And speaking of the West, the number one team in the West right now is Golden State, I believe. Golden State or OKC, I think. But the Lakers are 3, Houston's 4, or the Lakers. No, Houston's 4. I think it is Golden State 1, OKC is 2, and Houston is 3 right now as we sit today, November 22nd. So I don't think anybody was going to expect that to be the top 3 teams, a quarter way into the season, in either conference. So I love parity. So who knows if Cleveland can maintain, if they can stay healthy, they definitely could contend, at least for the Eastern Conference Championship, because they play defense. They play great team defense. They rotate well. They have size in the interior. It's those those small guards. Those small guards could potentially be an issue, but I mean, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. So I'm interested, and they shoot the ball well. Niang. And what happened to Max Struess? He's in Cleveland, right? Max Struess? He must be hurt. I need to look that up. I'll look it up maybe later. But they get Max Struess back if he's not like going for the season. That's another guy that can get hot and give you instant offense. So they got pieces. They got pieces, top to bottom. Is that Tristan? That is Tristan Thompson. I didn't know Tristan Thompson was still in the league. Who's still getting the check? That's what's up. Shout out to Tristan Thompson. We got to pay for them kids. Look at him get a bucket too. Go ahead, Tristan. Turn back the hands of time. That's what's up. I had no idea Tristan was still in the league. Damn, see, that's what I mean right there. That he looks. I don't. Who is that? Thor. He looks tall and he can shoot. You have to in today's NBA to be an effective big and to stay on the floor. There's only a handful of good take, good move. There's only a handful of bigs that are just out there to rebound and defend. They can score around the basket that don't step outside and shoot the perimeter shot. To be effective as a big in today's NBA, you have to be able to extend the defense. And you have to. At least to an extent for them to have to respect your shot. But that's it. Um Cleveland's looking good. They can contend for sure in the Eastern Conference because the East is in shambles right now. And I don't know. I'm gonna. They're on my radar now. Like I said, I haven't really watched over the last few since Braun left Cleveland. I haven't really watched any Cleveland. They got Donovan. I started to kind of let's see what Donovan's doing because I like Donovan Mitchell. But they're definitely on my radar. I'm definitely going to keep track on this team to see the camaraderie, the chemistry that they play with, and I mean they're definitely looking like a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference to maybe upseat Boston as far as reigning champions of the Eastern Conference. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Let me know what you think about Cleveland. If you think they got a legitimate shot to win the East, not only win the East but contend for a championship this year. Only time will tell. Still early, but we'll see. Appreciate you for watching the video. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up. New to the channel, hit the subscribe button on your way out. See you on the next one.